Hello, my name is Brandon Brown, and this is my video submission for Mobile Electronics Magazine's 2019 Rookie of the Year. The first question is the reason for choosing my current occupation. I'm a mobile electronics technician at Columbus Car Audio in Columbus, Ohio. I moved to the garage from doing sales in September of last year. And like most people, I got into our industry based on my passion for car audio and electricity in general. I helped install my first car stereo with my dad when I was just a kid. It was an old Nissan truck, and I believe we did like a JVC tape deck and a 6-disc CD changer with a 4-channel amp and a couple subwoofers. And at that point in time, it was just hanging out with my dad in the driveway, doing something, working on cars, just spending time, father and son. But after hearing the benefits of the labor that we put into that car, I immediately became a car audio enthusiast, and I've been that way pretty much my whole life since that moment. In high school, I attended a trade vocational school. I signed up for electronics, but they later changed it to computers and networking. And I chose that because I figured that it would help me out with my hobby, which was car audio. In high school, I was known as the guy that could get your system hooked up for you, amps and subs and aftermarket decks and speakers and all that. I was pretty much the go-to kid. After I got out of high school, I worked as an electronics technician in the manufacturing environment. Anything from testing circuits, troubleshooting why different electronic components weren't working, wiring up automated assembly cells, things of that nature. I kind of got into that because I didn't think that there was a real job market in the 12-volt industry. I come from a small town called Marion in Ohio, and basically the only shops that I ever saw growing up were kind of here today and gone tomorrow. So once again, I just didn't think that there was a real job market for it. But I was in between jobs, and I heard about the company that I work for now through their radio marketing campaign, and I decided, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. As I mentioned earlier, I was on the sales floor for a while, and when I was at the interview, my manager had told me, we don't need someone for a technician position, but we do need someone in sales. Is that something that you'd be interested in? I'd never had any experience in sales, but my exact words were, absolutely, man, I'll do anything to get my foot in the door. I just want to work here. And it kind of took off from there. I spent quite a bit of time up front, just trying to get into the garage to hone my skills and really do what I wanted to do. So although I've been with the company for about 3 years now, I've been an installation technician for less than 12 months, and I hope that you'll accept my nomination as Rookie of the Year. The next question is, what resources or inspirations helped you realize your current level of achievement? I would say my biggest resource for inspiration would be social media. I just think it's a wonderful time to be alive, and really with any hobby that you have. To have access to social media, all the pages on Facebook and Instagram, as well as YouTube. And actually, my biggest resource for learning has been YouTube. I want to give thanks to Mark from Car Audio Fabrication for, not specifically me, but just teaching guys who are into car audio in general, proper techniques, using a lot of the tools that Brian Schmidt has available for Mobile Solutions. I learned a lot from watching his videos and then taking the techniques that he explains into the wood room at work, and, just playing around, trying to develop my skills and learn how to do things that I couldn't do before. I also learned from him how to use computer-aided design for subwoofer enclosures, as well as software to help me calculate appropriate port measurements and things like that, to make sure that I'm doing it the right way and not just kind of going into the wood room winging it. That's been very beneficial as well, helping me lay out a plan rather than just, hey, I'm going to build a box. I also utilize groups on Facebook, such as First Tech Support Feed, the community page. Before I got in to the garage here at work, like anyone else, I had done, radios and things like that, just in the backyard, in the driveway, whatever. But remote starts and security systems was not something that I was willing to take on. It was pretty intimidating. So last year was actually when I installed my first remote start system. And there were plenty of times that the tech support Facebook page actually saved me from, having to steal another technician's valuable time coming over to find my mistake, why my system wasn't working, or just sitting idly on the phone with tech support for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, just waiting for someone to pick up the line. So that's been a very beneficial resource for me as well. Also, Ken Ward's EduCar integration and acoustics. There's been a wealth of information on there that's really helped me out. And unfortunately, I really haven't been able to give back very much to the pages that I'm a part of. But my goodness, just the information that I get from them, it saves me a ton of time. And it's really helped me out a lot. And most recently, I went to a training with Brian Schmidt and learned some hands-on techniques from him. And I also joined the Facebook group, Mobile Solutions VIP Techs. And there's just such awesome work there. It's given me a ton of ideas for future fabrication products and really lit a fire for me to take my skills to the next level and be like some of the guys like Chris Pate and Jamie and some of the guys that are on there. Just to get on their level pretty much. The next question is the achievements you've accomplished to make you deserving of the award and the challenges you've overcome as a result. I think my most notable achievement that I've accomplished would be earning my MECP Basic Installation Technician certificate. This means a lot to me, as I feel it's a very important achievement. Just the same as I would never go to a doctor who doesn't have the appropriate credentials. I believe that as industry professionals, we should be more concerned with supporting the MECP certifications. I remember reading a little bit about it in the magazine not too long ago, but I display my certificate at my workstation in the garage, and I'm very proud of it. I'm currently studying to get the next level, which would be advanced, and I don't plan on stopping there. After being in the install bay for a couple months, I remember telling myself while I was doing a remote start installation, that's not my best work. And then I got to thinking about it, and I said, how many times have I said that this week? It was just wiring wasn't looking very nice. If I pulled down the dash and seen what I seen, I definitely wouldn't be impressed with someone else's work. So I just remember asking myself, when is it going to be my best work? When am I going to give it my all? And, from that moment on, I made a commitment to myself that I would treat that car just like I was going to be judged off my work by that. Even if no one's ever going to see it, it just gave me the inspiration to give it my all every single time, not just turn and burn and let's try to get this stuff out of here. Like, really take the time to make sure that I do a really good job. And if the customer has to take it to the dealership or anything like that, they're going to pull it down. They're going to see such a nice wiring job in there that it looks OEM, it looks factory, and, hopefully they'll send other people our way because of it. And that goes for everything, not just remote start systems, amps, subwoofers, deck and four, all the way up to custom fabrication work. I want to give it my best every single time. I'm always willing to take on a new challenge, like doing an install on a known difficult car, learn something that I haven't done before, learn new techniques, and above all, I own my mistakes. I make mistakes pretty frequently, but I keep the mindset of what can I learn from this and where did I go wrong? How can I prevent it from happening again? I'm not perfect and I have much to learn in the profession. But I'm so dedicated to becoming the best that I can be, and hopefully not just an influential member of my company, but the industry as a whole. And I hope you guys consider me for Rookie of the Year 2019. Thanks. Have a great day.